Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro says he is open to negotiations with the U.S. to combat drug trafficking. In a state TV interview, the country's leader reiterated his belief that the U.S. is looking to force him out of power and gain access to Venezuela's vast oil reserves. But he also declined to comment on a reported CIA-led strike on a Venezuelan docking area allegedly used by cartels. For more on this, let's bring in CBS News Pentagon reporter and producer Eleanor Watson. Ellie, so much to get through here. What might those negotiations between the Trump administration and Maduro really look like?
Well, Chanel, President Maduro in his comments offered negotiations on drug trafficking, but also on U.S. investment in oil, saying essentially whatever they want and however they want it. We've heard about similar offers to this before because back in October, President Trump said that Maduro was offering everything because he doesn't want to mess with the United States. President Maduro, with these comments now, though, is offering negotiations publicly to ease the pressure campaign on him. It's a campaign that started several months ago with strikes against alleged drug boats, now includes seizures of oil tankers, and just last week, the first known drone strikes inside Venezuela. The negotiations are unclear what Maduro would talk about with President Trump. President Trump has said that that campaign is about different objectives, including illegal immigration, drug trafficking, and oil. But his chief of staff, Susie Wiles, told Vanity Fair a few months ago that it really boils down to essentially Maduro must go. So it's unclear what negotiations the Trump administration would enter into with Maduro himself. But Maduro, with these comments, is at least somewhat offering a olive branch.
And so, Ellie, what about those drone strikes from last week? Do we know more about what happened there and if more could be on the way?
We know very little. What we do know is from the president himself, who said earlier this week that those strikes caused a major explosion in the dock area where drugs are loaded. He refused to say if the CIA conducted the attack. The Pentagon, which has made no secret about its strikes against alleged drug boats over the last several months by publicizing edited videos, the Pentagon declines any involvement in these strikes last week. President Trump has, for several months, threatened strikes inside Venezuela, and it appears the first ones that we know about were done covertly, covert until the president himself disclosed some details. The U.S. still has about 15,000 U.S. forces built up near Venezuela that could threaten more targets if the president decides to go further.
Okay, lots to follow here. Ellie Watson, thank you.